Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. Just give me 1 second. I'll just get some water. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let's
Excuse
select.
me,
Yes. Tell me.
sir. Just a small doubt, sir.
Yes. Tell me. Tell me.
Sir, while baking in Substance Painter, my substance is crashing, sir.
While baking, your substance is crashing.
Yes,
So,
sir.
is this giving you some error or anything? Some log, something, anything or
No,
nothing?
no, sir. Just crashing to desktop, sir,
Okay.
directly.
Okay. So, in what resolution you are baking?
2K or 4K, sir.
So, 2K also crashing, 4K also crashing.
Yes, sir. Both. I mean, sir, 1K also, sir.
Okay. So, you're baking from high poly or just from low poly?
I did both the options, sir. Still crashing.
Still crashing.
Uh,
If your system is on, can you show me?
I'll send. Actually, I'm using mobile, sir. I'm in my
Okay.
friend's house. I'll
Okay.
send you the files, sir.
Okay. Huh. You can send me the files. I'll check it. Like, what is the problem?
Yes, sir.
Because what happens, like, if usually, like, suppose my high poly is way too high poly and way too heavy. In that case, system might crash. And
Uh,
plus, if you suppose you have multiple, like Unreal also running, your Substance also running, your Max also running, in that case also your system is low on resource or low on memory, that time also it might crash. Or maybe
I
your
check,
GPU driver is not updated, then also it might create problem.
I checked everything, sir. What you have
Achha,
said now.
okay, everything we checked.
Yes,
So your model is UVs and everything is ready, fixed, right? Everything is proper.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Okay,
have sent
then
you the files, sir.
you sent me already.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just give me a second. I'll check it. Just give me
Good afternoon, sir.
very good afternoon. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I received your file. So this file you have baked it from low poly to low poly, right? Use low poly as high poly.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see. Let me check. So I'll go to downloads. Yes, wall. This wall FBX you have sent me. So let me just switch on Substance. Yeah. Substance. Like in college, we have upgraded to latest version of Substance. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, it's nice. So we have like this latest game. Let me open it. So what opening, like it's in different windows, so you actually cannot see it. Just give me a second. By the time Unreal, just so in last class when we did this, what I did, where I have deleted this wall, basically. Nothing like it's exact same thing. I just simply deleted all these faces in Max. Just deleted them and created a hole here. That's it. And outside I created a landscape. I haven't applied any texture or anything, just like created that hole, so that because now we are making is an abandoned ruin, so this abandoned station. So if there is a hole on the ceiling, so one wall can be broken, right? So that's why I'm planning to I create a hole here, and then I'll add all this detail and debris, some things, and continue this thing and make it a landscape. So what will happen? This entire scene will become a big scene, big, huge environmental scene. So you can have a combination of these things, and plus I've extended the railway track till here, and this thing, this model you can see here, this is I have imported from Megas Quixel Bridge. This is I haven't created this thing, Quixel Bridge. So few things we can use from Quixel Bridge to beautify our scene to make it more sensible. Because if it's abandoned this thing and there's a, like, this railway track, I don't want to continue this thing endlessly. I just blocked it. Those things I did. So okay, so I rest everything, and I you can see I haven't unwrapped it yet. I just simply close it, not even unwrapped it. So I'll unwrap this also, and rest everything is same. So I'll add more details and make it like overgrown foliage and some like abandoned building kind of thing. I'll convert into that thing only. Let's see, substance. Okay, now I have substance. This is the new substance. New DirectX downloads wall open. So these two things, make sure switch off. DirectX, we're using DirectX, so keep make sure it's DirectX and okay. So here, let's see. There is a wall and you have unwrapped it like this. Okay. So now I need to, why is shading here? That's very strange. Okay, this shape, some shape you have created here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now I have to bake it. Let's see, F2, full 3D view. Now, texture settings. This size I can change whenever I want to change. Let's use 2K as a for now. Bake, same size, 2K. This is for texturing, and this is for baking. These two are entirely different and entirely separate. So I don't have a high poly, so I'll use low poly as high poly and bake everything. I'm not changing anything, no need to modify anything. Bake. It's baking without any problem.
For me, it's like when it goes to 42%, it's crashing.
So what you do, check your, like maybe your system is low on resource or something, your memory is not free, or maybe some other softwares are running in background. Close them and then use it. because you can see it's without any problem, no problem at all. You see, baked quickly.
Yes, sir.
And this is pretty low poly model. So I guess like maybe your Unreal is running, or maybe your system background some update is going on or something. So check that and then
Yes,
give
sir.
it, because there is I really can't say there is any problem. It's really clean and really easy, like simply baking without any problem. Let's see. Let's apply a texture here. I apply smart material. Let's see. Leather. Whatever it is, just apply it. So yeah, it's working, and it's working. It's working. There is no problem.
Yes, sir. I'll check, sir. Again.
Just check it, because it's this. I really can't see there is any issue in this. It's working perfectly without any problem. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So now my basic scene, what I was creating, my basic scene is almost ready. Like most of the things are ready. Yes, there are few things I have to fix and correct it, but I thought like let's like, because we have some time, so let's extend the scene and make it like more logical and more sensible, because I have added all this overgrown foliage and everything. So now in my scene, I have interior and exterior, right? So because just to make my interior bright, I have increased the light intensity super bright, because previously I didn't have exterior. But if I go to exterior, my exterior becomes very bright. Like I cannot really see anything. It's all white. That means I have to work differently for interior and exterior. So now what I'll do, first thing, I'll go to my light, select my direction light, that is my sunlight, reset it. It's 10 is too low, to be slightly high. 35, 40 something, I can increase it. So, but this will affect my interior lighting as well, because interior will become slightly dark because this because of this thing, exterior light, I have reduced it. So let's zoom in. So I can see it's kind of fine only actually. It's still decently bright. So if decently bright, so it's nothing much is happening here. And all these lights, sorry, hide this one edge, hide this one. If I want, I can delete it, because if it's abandoned this thing, it cannot have lights and all this. So yes, maybe one light may be broken, some flickering light or something, but not like that clean light. So now I have this light, but maybe there will be cases, maybe in your scene, it might become quite dark. So what I'll do, just to fix that, we fake lighting. What we do is we take a spotlight, or maybe we can use rectangular light or something. Omni this point light we don't use, and in any given point of time, in any scene, you can have only one direction light, not multiple direction light. So let's use a spotlight. So zoom out. Just to make my scene brighter in interior, nothing to do with exterior. I'll drag drop this here. Slightly angle, try to match the light angle. And not just one, multiple. So first I'll set up only one. So this is just to make your interior brighter. There's nothing to do with exterior. So my exterior should be visible enough, and interior also should be like bright enough. So what I'll do, you can see, let's see, a spotlight, I'll make it movable and increase the intensity, maybe 500, and radius I can see increase. So I can see this thing is not that prominently visible. So what I'll do is I'll push it slightly down. Here I can see the light. Spotlight. Let's see. I switch off. See, this section is becoming brighter. So just to fake, because lighting is like kind of, we fake a lot of stuff like reflections, your bounce light and all those things fake. So I can create multiple lights like this. You can see those brightness and all these things. Now you can see that crack very prominently. All lights are here. So like this, I can make the interior bright again. Just adding a couple of spotlight there and fake the scene. So make it look fake those lighting and make it super bright. This is what usually this is what we do in environment lighting and all. So lighting, we create this thing. Now I have exterior. Sorry, my bad. Now I have exterior and this sky I have. So I'm not very happy with this sky. So, and I don't want to manually fix everything. So if you go to marketplace, marketplace, there is a package available named Good Sky. Let's see. See, Good Sky. It's free. If you go to Unreal Engine marketplace, you can find this. It's free. It's 16 MB only, 16.9 MB. You can download this thing, and after downloading, you can see add to project. Whichever project you're working, add to project and select the project and add. Done. So once you open the project, you'll see there is a Good Sky folder. In this, there you have a blueprint. Just simply drag drop this thing in your scene. You can see your sky changed instantly. And this is a very powerful tool. And now it's a daytime scene I'm working on. So you can see there is an option of selecting your light. If I select my light here, the lighting changes automatically. Now it's daytime, so a blue sky with all cloud and everything. And this have a lot of presets. You can see sun, star, moon, all these things. If I want, I can definitely modify things. I can go to moon. I can change all this lighting. I can remove this thing. Daytime, see, I can control, make it day, night, see, evening time. I can make it morning time, cloud style. I can change all kind of this is like really good preset. Can create this thing very nicely, and this helps to create a realistic scene very easily. You don't have to work on the sky, you just have to drag drop and everything is done, ready for you. So you definitely use all these presets. It's available freely, so make sure you use it. So now after doing this, this part I have just simply deleted those faces, and it's an open section. This side is still fine. This section is an open part, so it cannot be like this. So what I'll do, I have from Megascan, I have downloaded a lot of 3D stuff just to add some detail here. Let's see, some debris or something. Do I have it here? All these things. So suppose this is, I guess, in there is there in my scene, so I can use it from there only directly. That will be much easier instead of loading it. Alt, drag it, F to focus. So what I'll do, just simply start blocking those areas. And right now what I'm doing, this is usually called set dressing in industry. The technical term is set dressing. We're dressing the scene and like adding more details and creating more like interesting area and make it look more natural. So I can keep one here, maybe one more, just to block that section. Maybe I can have one this side. and one here, like maybe it's down like this, not straight, and this down part. Now what I can do, this down part is because it's a landscape, I can sculpt on it, landscape, and those like gap I can fill in very easily. Sculpt, sculpt, make it like fill those things. Just click. I'm just simply clicking, just to make it a little bit more believable. And just add those sections and make it slightly uneven. Okay, let's focus on this area only as of now. Now, I just added this thing. I guess I have a landscape material. Landscape material. Select this, and if you see landscape material, assign this. It will generate. So by default, whenever you add landscape material, it looks like this because you have to go to paint and add all this like layer blending options. You can select the same map, same location, and generate all of them. Let's save all. Yeah. So now you can see everything have little, at least some amount of texture. It doesn't look gray. So I can I have a lot of, you see, wet puddle, jungle, ground, all these things. If I want, it's already applied ground. Some grass, if I want to apply, I can definitely paint. But say exterior, so there will be overgrown foliage. It's compiling. God, I can see there's a hole. So I'll fix it. Yeah. Select mode. Let it compile. And now I need more elements for my scene. See, brick, all these things I already have in my scene. So I can place it here. Those debris basically. Like this area. Alt, drag it, rotate. You can see in Unreal, they blend so nicely. You can't make out like, okay, they are like two different mesh. That's the beauty of Unreal. Just block those sections so it looks much better. So I have those debris, and this wall also have to block. So I need some concrete block or something. There's a broken concrete this thing, and there's a broken chapel. Chapel I definitely cannot use. And I can scroll, zoom in and see clay tile, some concrete slab, something broken thing. So I can just simply use this one. It's loading. Place it here. I can see it's a very tiny piece. If I want, I can make it really big. If I want, I can use angle 90-degree. Looks kind of nice. So I'll just place it here. I can increase the size and then place it nicely. It will load. A broken wall. I can simply duplicate this, scale it down slightly. Place it on the ground. Beautify the scene basically. Each of rotation, snap. This one I need to fix. Yeah, much better. And all these corners I can cover. So like this, we can generate and define all these areas and create. So now all these debris I need to create because the broken section. So let's see, fine. Let's find few more things. This is find something. Now you need all these things. Chinese rock. Some rocks and cracks and all these things. So suppose now this is a broken this thing. So I need to randomize this thing. So manually I cannot do too much. That will take a long time. So what I'll do instead, I'll paint the foliage, paint all those concrete stuff in foliage. Go to mode, foliage. You can see I have some amount of foliage, some garbage. So now I can go select this model rock. So foliage paint doesn't mean only foliage. It can be anything that is something, anything that you want to randomize in your scene and duplicate multiple times. Just populate your scene. It works for everything. Drag drop here. Let's see what else we have. Cucumber. That's very strange. Those things I already have in my scene. Okay, can do this, or let's add some foliage just to make it a little interesting. There is a tropical jungle pack, which is again available in marketplace, free of cost. So let's, I guess some amount of foliage I already have here. So let's use them. This one I want to use. So this one, let me see size. Yeah, I can see decent size. So I need to add some foliage also. Some random foliage. Reduce the brush size. So now, especially like corners and edges, there you have also density is way too high. So reduce it. Still, it's pretty high. Yeah, now it's fine. So overgrown foliage, it will be here to all this area. That's abundant things, so it will be here also. Let's go. And we have some plants and trees and all. So these trees looks pretty nice with all four of them. It will take little time plus 4 trees. Load. Load quickly. Yeah, all four of them. Drag drop here. So I'll select everything here and deselect. So everything is off now. Now activate only the trees that I want to use and select all of them together. Value, okay, value also multiple. Let's see 1.5, 3. Oh, it's already there. Okay, very nice. All these values are already there. Let's add. Okay, so in this case, I can see one thing. Right? What is happening? So the small, this is like generating randomly everywhere. Let's generate one here. Let's activate them. Density can increase slightly. Yeah. Now with foliage, when you paint it, you can see your scene don't become very heavy. So now just this tropical thing. So I can just like add more plants, maybe some grass and all these things, small things. Because ground level, I can see ground level is kind of empty. It's like more than enough. I have added a lot of this thing. Now my see, basic structure, all this thing have placed, because that's only that section I'm going to work on. Let's go and hit play. There is my character. Or some foliage, I guess, accidentally clicked. So I have to check it anyways. You can see my scene. I can like abandon this thing. It's still compiling all the materials shader. And I feel it's slightly bright. So slightly bright. This looks much nicer as compared to that. Why it's so bright? The scheme setting have to check. Post process. Exposure 1 correct. Lights, all lights. Make it low. Still, it looks kind of this thing. Okay, let me check the like quality of the rendering. Okay, it's epic only, it's not cinematic. So I'll make everything cinematic. So it will give me the best output possible. Still the same. Lights needs to rebuild. Why lighting needs to rebuild? Oh, this light is static, that's why. So go edit the blueprint. Light I created in blueprint. I guess I forgot to change this thing. It's movable. Oh, there's a point light also. It should be movable. Compile, save. That's why. So that lighting issue is gone now. Sorry. Restart. There it is. I can move it to other side. Go out and check everything. Okay, so it's this thing is looks super bright. I guess this GPU is not able to handle it. I believe. Let's see. Fog. This is not required. Delete. Same. Super bright. It should look like this. This looks much nicer. The game setting is off only. Okay, game setting is 1.1. So it looks this bright. That means in post process I have to fix it. Post process. Very strange. Okay, let's see. Is color. Okay, there is something called color grading. So in my scene, I feel my scene is I don't know, viewport it looks nice, but render it why it looks like this. Here I can see nice shadow and everything, but if I play, restart, outside, is it here? It's super bright. Shadows and all are not that prominent. So this is like, I guess, some setting issue. I have to cross check it. Yeah, I have to cross check this thing because the shadow and all, I can see it's not very prominent and dark. It should look like this. Okay, double check that. Or maybe light looks fine only. Anyways, I'll check that. Maybe some shaded or material issue. I'll cross check that. So like this will generate all these things and add more foliage and make it more believable basically. If it's abundant and all these things, it will have all this overgrown foliage, plants and all this thing, all everything out there. So then after adding all this foliage, like I can make a really nice camera and render this thing out and create a very good quality this thing. Let's check a camera cinematics, cine camera. If I place it here, you can see So I can make it really nice render. Let me place it somewhere. In camera, I can see it looks brighter. That means some setting issue. It's nothing to do with my shader or something. Camera also it looks bright. That means my setting have a setting I need to fix.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, could it be because of that game settings under that let, sir?
That is why this thing though I already fixed with post process. Like post process, uh, I changed exposure to 1:1.
I see, sir.
Right, so it won't. So game setting, what happens? It automatically brighten the scene or darken the scene. So
Oh,
I just made it static 1:1, so it won't change anymore.
I see, sir.
So
Yes.
I can see in camera it looks still brighter. So I need to fix this. So I can use the LUT map here. LUT. Where is my LUT map? The LUT maps are basically color grading. Color grading. So you can see I have a LUT pack. This is again free amplify LUT pack. It's if you go to marketplace, if you see, search for LUT, you can see LUT pack is there. It's 26 MB. Just LUT map are basically textures. It's a texture, color grading texture. So based on this, you can increase or decrease your saturation, your contrast level, and everything. Modify those things very easily. These are like bees. Some popular looks are also there. So final fight, flower power, flourish, blockbuster. Let's see. Just simply drag drop here. You can see the entire contrast instantly increased. See, if I just see play, still the same. So now it's super white. So okay, that means some setting. This is some setting problem. So I have to fix this setting. Here I can see everything looks so dark and crispy, but here it looks clean. Okay, let me see. Just delete this post process. I guess I messed up my post process somewhere. Still looks right only. Oh, okay. One more thing, I have to build my scene also. Yeah, that is something I forgot. Post process, drag drop anywhere. Minimum, maximum, 1, 1, and make sure infinite extent. And let's see. Still the same. That's very strange. Okay, build lighting only. Sorry, lighting only. Quality preview info. This is also fine. Escape. Build option, lighting only. Let's try to build the light. Okay, by the time I just update attendance. Is it 4? No, it's not. Is it 4 only, right? Change the brushes. It's building. Let me check sky light. What if I accidentally increase skylight intensity? Okay, it's 2. Make it 1. This building will take time, so I'll build it in free time. See, play now. Still bright. Why? Why it's so bright? Slightly better. Yeah, it was because of skylight. Because of skylight, that's why it was so bright. So now it's far better. I can see everything. Everything is clean. It's nicely dark also, nice contrast, everything. So now I can just simply place everything nicely and then render out and create some nice video animation. So I need to add still, let's say like all these plants suddenly growing, it cannot be possible. We need all this ground foliage also, and need to add some like rocks, some puddles, and some wet thing. All those small things will add and make it interesting. Okay, this is.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, I actually had a doubt, sir. The other day you had showed, right, sir? I'm not sure how to put it. Like when two objects, when they're together, they get that shadowy sort of effect, no, sir?
Ambient occlusion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like, how was it exactly, sir? Can you just show it again, sir?
Like you first build, you have to, if I try to build now, it will like take a long time. So
Yes,
when
sir.
you're seen, before adding all this foliage and all, build your
Yes,
light,
sir. Okay, sir.
build your lighting, and then go to post process.
Yes, sir.
So it's part of post process. Post process here, volume, and then you scroll down. Now you can see you have rendering features here. So you have
Yes, sir.
all this post process thing, ambient occlusion, cube map, all this thing can modify. So what I did is here, intensity I increased, make it like slightly
Oh,
darker. So now
yes,
it's
sir.
become slightly more dark, and this is not the only one. Then advance, you can see power I can increase, bias I can increase, quality I can increase. The quality I
Yes, sir.
increase full, power if I want to increase to 2 to 4 or something, I can increase, make it like really dark and all this like define, like separate them together. Then I can increase all this thing. With this it will control. Let's see if it's working. Let me see.
Yes, sir.
Because previously I have baked it, so now too I'm not sure because I have to power is fine. So let's see.
Yes, sir.
You see, you see this section. So
Yes, sir.
interior, this entire thing, see, is getting darker. So casting shadows.
Uh,
So this is with ambient occlusion. So this is something I can increase, decrease. So make it look more like it will look like part of this thing only. It will generate shadow and cast shadow. That's how it is. So with this we can control. You see overall scene. There also everywhere slightly it will affect. This is like ambient occlusion. We use it and create this like make your scene nice, lighter, darker or brighter. All those things we do that.
I see, sir.
So I'll build it whenever I'm free. I build a scene and then we'll add more things, and then we'll set up a nice camera and we'll render it out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thanks,
Yes.
sir.
Well.
Thank you.